Hey there, thanks for watching. This is my 32 weeks pregnancy update with baby number 2, and I'm currently in the car and Adeline is napping in the car seat. She has been sick the past few days, so we've been staying home and I've been taking care of her, and that has been difficult being officially 8 months pregnant, and it's getting harder for me to move around. I have less energy now, and I'll get more into the pregnancy symptoms I've had. But this week's been crazy, and we're just a few days away from Christmas, so a lot is going on. It was going to be a very busy week for us, and then once Addie had a cough and she wasn't feeling well, I ended up canceling things for the last few days. We've been at home and I've just been trying to keep her comfortable and help her get better. So hopefully she'll be past this soon and we'll be celebrating Christmas with our family. But this week I'm 32 weeks pregnant, and I wanted to share some about the symptoms since my last update, which was at 30 weeks. So the biggest thing was between week 30 and 31. It was actually a really tough week symptom-wise. I had a lot going on with my body and lots of difficult things all at once. And I really thought I was going into early labor at one point. And this is what happened. I had gotten pretty dehydrated over a few days, and I was actually having some lower painful contractions, and they weren't consistent in a pattern, but they were pretty frequent. They were random, but they were frequent, if that makes sense. Like, I would stand up and have a contraction, and Addie was still nursing, so I would nurse and then have a contraction. And so usually walking around or taking a hot shower would help them to stop, but still they were painful, and it seemed to be a lot more often. There were a few times during that week that I started timing contractions, and I thought, this really feels like early labor. And I think dehydration brought that on more than anything. So I've been really focusing on trying to drink enough water, stay hydrated. And then in that same week I was having leg cramps and really just feeling achy and sore. It was hard to move around. My friend Alex showed me several stretches to stretch my foot muscles and my calves, and to kind of loosen up so I wouldn't be so tight and tense. I also went to the chiropractor again, and that usually helps as well, but I think just dehydration during that week, like week 31-ish, was really hard. And then also that same week I had hives several times, and I think they were heat hives. It wasn't like pups. I looked up different pregnancy symptoms, and sometimes you can have hives because your skin is sensitive. But what happened was, like, I was driving my car and the sun was on one of my arms and on the side of my belly, and I broke out in hives. And then 3 other times that week I got hives, like if I took a hot shower or when I was sleeping and under the covers, my arms would break out, and it broke out on my legs as well. So that was really difficult, dealing with like muscle cramps and contractions and hives. And I thought, wow, how am I gonna go through like 8 more weeks of being pregnant, like 2 more months, when it was already feeling like early labor and it was difficult to just get around. But I can tell you that this past week, between week 31 and 32, was much better. I haven't had as many muscle cramps. The hives have calmed down, and I've been staying more hydrated. I had a midwife appointment this week for 32 weeks, and my weight was 195. I started out at 175 pre-pregnancy weight. So I've gained 20 pounds so far, which is pretty normal, and I was kind of expecting that because baby boy has been having a growth spurt. That's been another symptom, even in the past week or two, that I have had just a ravenous appetite and wanted to eat more frequently, and also like bigger portions. And so I've been eating a lot more, and I can tell that baby is growing a lot. He is kicking all the time, and I think I mentioned in my last pregnancy update that baby has dropped lower, and so he's kicking me all the time and really moving a lot. Sometimes I wonder if he ever sleeps. So if that's any indication of his personality, he's probably going to be a mover and a shaker and full of energy. So watch out. But when I hit 32 weeks, I was really struck with the reality of, like, we are less than a couple months now, like a month and a half really, of when baby could come. And so I don't think he's going to be later than his due date like Addie was. I really think he's going to come before that. But I haven't had other early labor signs, so I don't think he's going to come early, like before full term. So I've been feeling better this week. I've just been exhausted the past few days taking care of Addie because she's not been feeling well and just wanting to be held all the time, waking up in the night and coughing and stuff. So it's difficult having a toddler and being pregnant because you're already tired, and I feel like I've been just like cleaning up messes over and over, and the same ones too. I was putting my home birth kit together this week. I mentioned collecting some things to have around the house, and I had a bunch of old towels that I washed and I folded, and as soon as I folded them, she strode them across the living room, so I had to fold them again. And it just seems like I'm cleaning up the same messes over and over, but that's toddler mom life. And she's precious. She's learning so much, and she's talking and having conversations with me, which is really sweet. And she's been kissing my belly, which is adorable. She'll say hi to baby brother. We've been talking about the baby, so I think she's just going to be over the moon. She's understanding more about what's going on, and she's just obsessed with babies, all babies. She just loves seeing babies when we're out and about, and she carries her stuffed animals around and hugs them and rocks them. So I just know she's going to be such a great big sister. I think those are most of the symptoms that I've had in the last 2 weeks, and wanted to give you an update on how I'm feeling with that. I had a breakdown the other day. I just broke down and cried, and it's funny how one thing can just tip you past the breaking point. And that one thing was, we were eating spaghetti, and I was trying to cut some toast with a fork, and my whole plate tipped and just fell on me. Spaghetti all over me, all over the floor, and I got so angry because I was really hungry. I wanted to eat it, and then it was ruined. I was mad about that, and then I had to clean up the mess, and I just felt like it was the last straw, and I broke down crying, and I was like, you know what? I need a break. I need to get myself cleaned up, get this cleaned up, and then just take a breather. So David watched Addie while I could take a shower, get cleaned up, have some me time, and that was really helpful to just reset and realize maybe I was more tense than I thought, because that one thing was just too much at the time. So I've been more emotional about things and just feeling things strongly, and I've been trying not to have too many expectations of myself, and just do what I have to do and what needs to be done, and not plan to get my entire house clean and get my whole to-do list done, because I know that, it'll get done when it's supposed to get done. So I'm trying to give myself a break and rest when I need to, and I think that is my update for right now, 32 weeks. Well, today I'm 32 and 3, so a little less than 8 weeks till baby brother is due. And we're excited, we're getting ready. I don't know if you're ever really completely ready, but it's getting close. It's gonna be soon. When I was having contractions a lot a few weeks ago, David was saying, "Did I need to call somebody? You need to tell me so I can call the midwife. Is baby coming? I think he wants to get out. He's trying to get out." And I told him, "I'll let you know when it's the real thing. I can definitely tell my body's getting ready to deliver this baby." And man, your body just goes through such a huge transformation at this point. But I've got a good support team and support system around me, and we can't wait to meet our little boy. We've been deciding on his name, still haven't agreed on what the name's gonna be, but he will have a name. Also, some of my family is planning a baby shower for me in January, and I'm getting things ready for maternity leave, so trying to get caught up and do some things ahead so I can take a break for a couple months and just enjoy the newborn stage, which is my favorite. It's precious. I just want to soak in all of that once he's here, the whole newborn snuggles, and just enjoy every moment of that because it goes by really fast. I've also been doing some songwriting, and I have a new CD coming out early, like springish, spring next year, and so I've been writing for that, getting ready to record, and trying to work that around maternity leave as well. So a lot going on, but good things. I'm just trying to take care of myself and do what I need to do. I appreciate you watching these updates, and I hope you're enjoying following along on this journey. It feels like a wild ride some days, but everything's going well. The pregnancy's been smooth, and it won't be long till he's here. So please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and want to see more videos like this. Also, leave a comment below and let me know what questions you'd like me to answer about pregnancy. If you have things that you're wondering about, or if you thought of some questions while I was going over the symptoms and what's been going on in my pregnancy, I'd love to share more about it because I'm really interested in it as well. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, then you'll get all the updates and won't miss anything. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.